It's a battle from across the river tonight as the Dogs get set to host the Hornets of Lafayette County. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your diamond source. With relationships with brokers dating back over 50 years, the LOJ can offer you selections and price options few can compare with. Several diamonds are delivered overnight for your review, and once you select a diamond and setting, Live Oak Jewelry completes everything else in store. It's all at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Swanee County area for over 77 years.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's. When it comes to glass in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and surrounding areas for almost 50 years, their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, mirrors, tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Swanee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Swanee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
Hey, good evening, Bulldog Nation. It's time once again for Swanee High football. Tonight, it's the Swanee Bulldogs taking on the Madison Cowboys. We'll talk about Madison in the second half of Coach's Corner. Wayne Luttrell, along with the head coach of the Swanee Bulldogs, Kyler Hall. Coach, congratulations, first win of the year. Big win last Friday night over Lafayette County.
Yes, sir. It's good getting the win column. First time playing Lafayette, and it was a battle. We knew they were going to come ready to play. They struck first. We had to respond. But just a well-coached, physical team, disciplined, played with a lot of pride. A lot of good players, man. They're tough. The quarterbacks, we saw two different ones. One more of the scrambling quarterback. I thought their defense was very physical. So it was a battle, and good crowd. I'm glad we responded and, kind of got going there a little bit in the second quarter and in the second half. But good getting the win column. We needed it, especially going into this week, but proud of the guys for how they bounced back after Columbia.
Final score, 21-13. Swanee gets the win to improve to 1-1. Lafayette drops to 1-1. But I tell you what, right out of the gate, they went down. They scored on that first drive. Yep. Missed their point after, but 6-0 Lafayette. And then we ended up, taking a sack and stalling out and have to punt it away. And I'm starting to get nervous at that point.
You weren't the only one. I saw a lot of nervous faces on the sideline. You could just tell, there was, just not a lot of relaxation as far as playing the game. And you can't play it uptight. You got to play loose and do your job and play fast. But that first drive defensively, man, we got misaligned and we got outflanked. And they just drove right down the field. I think we gave up 2 third downs, which we've kind of had that theme here and there throughout the season. And then offensively, we come out and we look flat in that first series. So the thing we told our guys, always expect a battle. They're going to punch you in the mouth. Whether you throw the first punch or they throw the first punch, you got to respond. And we didn't early on until we got a turnover later. But they definitely came out and got on us early.
Yeah, and we knew Lafayette was going to be tough,
Sure.
And Coach Ebbers is doing a tremendous job with those Hornets, so we're going to root for them the rest of the way.
No doubt.
Going back to that game, so it turned into a defensive struggle, and luckily our defense stepped up after that first drive and really played well. But after forcing a fumble, that's when we finally got some offense going, and I was happy to see the ball in number 5's hand, and MJ knew what to do with it, and great throw from Thomas Sykes. And when Swanee got in the end zone, it was just like relief.
Yeah.
Finally!
I know everybody was kind of waiting for that, including us. MJ, we sent him on a blitz defensively when the fumble happened, so he made a big play there, then went down and we scored. Great catch. But then, kind of typical fashion of how we've been doing things, we score and then we get a penalty.
Yeah.
backs us up.
Which
So-
the penalty was on the celebration?
It
Is that
was.
right?
It was.
That's ridiculous.
Well, yes, but this particular was uncalled for. And I will be the last to agree with officials. But if what they said was true, then I see why that we got a penalty flag. So celebrate with your teammates. You can't, say anything, negative, derogatory towards, the other team, especially when the officials are around. I mean, I get it. We all play, things are said. If you're going to say things, I mean, let's don't yell it out in front of the officials. But anyway, we got a penalty there, backed us up. But those are the type of things that we've got to get rid of, where we get a big play and then we set ourselves back. Because we've seen many times how crucial the PATs are.
Yeah, and we end up kicking a 35-yard PAT. AJ hit.
Yeah.
Woo, man, that bailed us out, gave us a lead.
He bailed us out. So he's been kicking well. But yeah, just, great touchdown, great throw, protection, catch by MJ. But, we can't afford to have penalties there.
Yeah. How about the battle all night long between our number 5 and their number 2? That Murphy kid was pretty darn good,
He's
wasn't he?
very good. Honestly, he's probably the best receiver I think we've seen this year. And maybe one of the top that we see all year. I mean, he's got good size, good speed. He goes up and catches it at the highest point. He's physical. So Murphy's a very talented player. And I think once all of their guys get healthy, because they still have a few guys banged up, they're going to be tough there in 1A.
What do you think about the job that Thomas Sykes did at quarterback, kind of coming to his own a little bit? He's transferred from Branford. It's a faster game now, playing at this level. And I just felt like, he's starting to see the field a little bit better. Am I wrong in my assessment?
No, I believe so. He's starting to settle in, and you've seen steady improvement from game to game. Still things that we want to improve on and need to improve on, but I think he's, understanding when and how to protect the ball better. The arm strength is not an issue. I mean, he can make any throw. It really comes down to his footwork and his mechanics, staying in the pocket, not trying to rush out there a little bit too soon, but thought he threw some really great footballs, and we had some big plays down the field. So we'll continue to need improvement there in that passing game. But as we've talked about before, the running game is going to be the key to getting that passing game going.
Yeah, no doubt. And we got to get Lou Jack going. But Horn came in and gave us a bit of a spark. Had a great night.
He did. We made that transition, kind of late summer. He was a wide receiver pretty much last year and defensive back. And then we put him back in the backfield. So we got 3 of them back there. You saw all 3 this past week. Freddie Cooks, I thought, ran the ball better. And so the more we can have those 3 guys, and we've got some other guys behind them that a little different change of pace running back, but Horn did have a big night. We had the 1 turnover that we got to clean up, and that situation is more. He tried to extend it out, right there, but go down. We're on the 1 yard line. We'll score it next, but I did think he ran the ball hard.
Last coach's show before the game last week, we said we'll take a win any way we can get it.
Absolutely.
So let's stick to those words. And congratulations.
We're happy.
There you go. A win is a win.
Yes,
and let's
sir.
see if we can't string 2 in a row together as we take on the Madison County Cowboys in tonight's encounter. Stay tuned. We'll talk about Madison right after this timeout. It's Coach's Corner. Swanee football on River Country Sports.
Need to paint? Call the pros at Charles Bean Painting. They'll paint it, they'll have it looking good. Whether it's outside your home or business or inside, they do texturing, drywall repair, plus pressure cleaning. Call for a free estimate. 386-209-7381. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated, serving the area over 30 years. Charles Bean Painting, LLC. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting. 209-7381.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Dog Ball on Friday night. Tonight, Swanee taking on Madison County here at Langford Stadium. Home cooking. Let's hope we get a big crowd here. And boy, I tell you what, these Madison Cowboys, I looked at them on film a little bit. I looked at them on paper. I've looked at them on the stat page. And I know there's turnover every year, but they look like the same dang team. I mean, these guys are good.
Yeah, they are. The more you watch, the better they get. So it's typical Madison from the way they fly through the ball, their running game, their size and aggressiveness up front, and don't make a ton of mistakes. and they're going to play 4 quarters. They're going to force you to try to get out of your game and force mistakes, force turnovers. Just again, for the last 30-something years, it's the typical Madison. And with this game here, we finally got over that middle block 2 years ago. So I think that piece has gone. Last year, they got the better of us, but it was more from our end, not taking anything away from them, but we had middle mistakes left and right in the passing game, leaving guys wide open. So first and foremost, we've got to start there of not helping them at all. Minimizing turnovers, creating turnovers defensively. The special teams in this game, for whatever reason, it always shows up big time, whether a return kick, a block punt, but it's always, it rears its head in this game.
Remember that pooch kick that they ran down and recovered, and it always seems to be something quirky going in special teams when we play Madison. But last year in Madison, 38-13, Cowboys get the win. But I want to remember the year before that in Langford Stadium. Last time we played these guys at home, Swanee with a big win, 36-7 to get that long losing streak out of our minds. So I'm hoping that Madison has a bit of a mental block coming to Langford Stadium tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Our senior class, they were sophomores that year, and it was a big win. It was long overdue. So just reminding those guys that feeling and what it took to win that game, and then looking at last year and things that hurt us. Now we're back home. Let's put those good things together. Continue to improve how we have so far this year. But it's going to be a battle. It's going to be physical. It's going to be a mental battle. You got to keep your emotions in check. There's going to be good plays, bad plays. You just got to continue to play the game. Because that's the thing with Madison. It doesn't matter the score. If they're up or down, they're going to continue to play and be physical. So we got to match that, and looking forward to the battle.
Yeah, it should be a good one. And again, Madison with all kind of weapons. I'm looking at the running backs. I see number 4, number 11, number 13. I mean, they've just got a bevy of backs. So they're going to feed those, and then when you load the box up, they're going to beat you with a pass.
Yeah, that's the most challenging piece is their passing game. They don't throw it often, but when they play action, and if you're not looking at your keys, there's going to be guys wide open, and that's what happened to us last year. So really been repping that this week, but play in and play out, you've got to read your keys, get lined up correctly. They're going to throw many formations at us, some motions, some shifts. On top of the type of players that they have. They get McDaniel kid back. He was clear last week. Not sure how much action he'll get, but he's back. Very good player, linebacker, running back. So we've got to play our best game, put it all together tonight, and we do that. And I think the emotion should be there. If you can't get up for this one, then said the same thing against Columbia, and we're going to have some games moving forward. But we're in that stretch now where each and every game is going to be a big atmosphere. There's a lot on the line, and after tonight we're gone. We're on the road for a while, so we want to go ahead and get 2-0 here at the house, and get a little win streak going.
Yeah, and against Madison, it's going to be physical. We talk about it every year. It seems like it's a new level when you hit Madison, but having played Columbia, having played Lafayette, 2 pretty physical ball clubs. That should get us ready, and guys that have been here know what to expect when you play these Cowboys, and you better be strapped up and ready to play.
Yeah, for sure, and I believe our guys will be that 100%, and that hasn't been our issue. Like, we played physical in each game. It's just the mental piece and some silly mistakes that have gotten us, but we've seen improvement. This group continues to practice well. Been hot, it's been still that muggy, heat that you're practicing in, but I do like the way these guys continue to show up day in and day out, and I believe when you do that and continue to come closer together as a team, those results that you want to get on Friday night are going to start showing up.
What do the lines look like as far as our matchup up front? How do we match up with these Cowboys?
So their O-line to our D-line, they're bigger, which, for most cases, that's going to be the same thing every Friday night. But I like the play that we've gotten out of our defensive line so far this year. You're going to see us in the 3-man at times, the 4-man at times, kind of using more of our quickness, but these guys are strong as well. So I think the biggest thing for us is just play with great pad level, get up underneath them, get some penetration. They're going to pull, guards and tackles, so we got to knock those guys off. And then I think from our offensive line to their D-line, I think our offensive line continues to get a nasty, mean mentality. They practice that way. You see it up front, they play through the whistle. The Madison D-line is always good. They're always going to have nose guards that are physical and D-ends that are athletic and can get after it. So I think, as with most games, it's going to come to who wins those two battles there. But I know that both sides for us have the capability to get it done.
So, Coach, our base defense is that 3-3 stack. So you've got three linemen. Who decides when to put a fourth up there, when to put a fifth up there, or which linebackers are going to blitz? Which corners or how do we determine that?
So a lot of it is based off of formations. If they're getting in a heavy set, then we've got to bring some guys down. Whether it's a walk down linebacker, we put in another defensive lineman. Delvin Allen, a guy that's been traditional linebacker. You've seen him there at defensive line. He's really bought into that role of being able to play both, and he's been effective up there. So tonight, you'll see a little bit of both. Whether the 3 and the 4 man. Some of it's based off situation. If it's a third and long, heavy passing down, we may get back in that 3-man front. So having the flexibility to do both while not having to change a lot of our personnel has been good for us.
Okay. That was a question, by the way, from a fan who thinks you ought to blitz every doggone play. So. There you go.
We'll throw in more.
Coach, appreciate your time. Want to wish you good luck against these Cowboys tonight. Go get them.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Wayne.
You've been listening to Coach's Corner, Swanee High Bulldog Football here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's. When it comes to glass in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company, serving Live Oak and surrounding areas for almost 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
All right, hey Bulldog fans. When you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
Hi, my name is Katherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Swanee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet, it comes down to two things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
They can pick up a first without getting a touchdown at the 1. They give this time to Stephon Hawkins.
Just want to come before you and give thanks for this amazing night gathered among family and friends. We pray that you may be with each of our players as they will be giving their best out in the field tonight. That you may take care of all the players playing and that no major injury occurs tonight. And that after the game we are able to get home safely. Lord, we are thankful for nights like these where we can bring out community, family, and friends together, bringing fellowship. And as we are here today, and we give thanks. In Jesus' name.
And good evening, Bulldog fans. Swanee High Bulldog football is on the air here live on rivercountrysports.com. Appreciate you tuning in. And we've got a good one tonight, an old-fashioned snot knocker. It's a rivalry between two adjoining counties, the Suwannee Bulldogs and the Madison Cowboys.
Yeah, and it's always one of those games. And them Cowboys have been tough for several years here in the past. And the Dogs going to have to talking double hunker down tonight.
Well, remember last year's game, it was in Madison, and those Cowboys rolled 38-13. Now, the year before that, the last time we played here at Langford Stadium, Swanee broke a 25-year losing streak, beating those Cowboys 36-7. So let's hope we get a little home cooking, a little Langford magic tonight.
Yeah, got to have some of that.
Yeah. When you look at the Cowboys, they come in 1-1, lost last week to a bigger school in Tallahassee, Lincoln. They have the win over DeLand. Swanee also 1-1 on the year. Swanee 1-0 at home. The Cowboys 1-0 on the road. Look at points for and points against. Madison has scored 49, giving up 57. Swanee has scored 21, giving up 26. So they average 24 points a game. We average about 10.5.
Yeah, so the thing about it, and me and you have talked about it, I guess, the last couple of weeks, is you can't win a ball game unless you score points. Yeah. And the team that scores the most points always wins.
Yeah, they got a good chance.
Yeah.
If you got more points than the other team. But look at yards per game. They average 317. We average 190. We're going to have to get that offense cranked up. We got to be able to move the ball against this. And you know it's going to be a tough defense.
Oh, yeah.
They're always hard hitting and just play together really well.
Yeah, they don't give up too much yardage. They're always tough up front, always have great defensive end. And the thing about it, they got those linebackers in behind them. You know, and most of it, it's not like they go 245 and 250 back there on that linebacking core, but they are athletic, 5'11" to about 6'1", 6'2", and weigh about 210, 215, and they can fly.
And leading the defense is Kamari Scurry, number 1. He averages 8.5 tackles a game and about a half sack a game. So he is a gamer, and he's got plenty of help on that Cowboy defense. Now, they want to rush the football. They will pass, but you look at their stats, 249 rushing yards a game, 68 passing. So they want to run it. But when they suck you in and you get that extra man in the box to defend and run, that's when they'll beat you over the top.
Yeah, the quarterback, Crumity, I mean, he's like 6 for 14 for 88 yards. But the deal is they know when to throw the football. And so when they do suck you in, it could go for a big play. And you talk about their running back core. I mean, number 11, Kristen, 22 carries, 183 yards. Miller, 19 carries, 114 yards. Now, that's in 2 games. And Gallen, number 13, you'll see a lot of them, 13 carries, 102 yards. So they'll mix it up, but they got some go-to guys.
Yeah, let me guess. We're going to see plenty of the wingback trap tonight.
Yes, we will. And if you don't stay at home and do what you're supposed to do, that can go for a big one.
It can be a confusing offense if you don't play your assignments, that's for sure. Now, as far as Swanee, pretty even between the rush and the pass, 94 yards a game rushing, 96 passing. So that's pretty balanced. And last week on the ground, got a big kind of a boost from number 2, Jadarius Horn. He came in and did an outstanding job.
Yeah, Horn did a great job, and he came in 11 carries for 86 yards, is what he has on the year. So we may have found a feature back, but then the thing is, you usually need more than one of those because you can be keyed on pretty easily.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a tough one tonight. The Madison Cowboys in town to take on the Swanee Bulldogs. Back with Swanee's starting lineups right after this timeout. It's Swanee Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com. Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Now is a great time to earn a career in a year at River Oak Technical College. River Oak offers 17 career and technical education programs to select from that lead to industry credentials and high-wage careers. River Oak offers high-quality instruction, academic and financial advisement, mentoring, and coaching to ensure your success. Get hands-on education without breaking the bank or leaving the area. Grow your future with us at River Oak Technical College.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com. Here at Paul Langford Stadium, the Madison Cowboys and the Swanee Bulldogs, the flip of the coin in midfield. The Cowboys won the toss, and they defer to the second half, so Swanee will get the football first. And here's what the Dogs will look like starting out on offense. On that offensive line, in the center, big number 59, that's Will Uptown Brown. The guards will be number 51, Brody Bean, and getting the start at right guard, number 77, Davian Ramirez. And the two tackles, number 55 on the left side, Reese Bronson, and the right tackle, number 50, Colton Hagedorn. The starting tight end, I'm not sure. It's either going to be number 11, Logan Brooks, or number 21, Hunter Watson. The wide receivers tonight, number 5, MJ Rawson, number 14, Zion Walker, number 1, Noah Lopez. The starting running back, number 2, Jajarius Horn, and the quarterback, number 4, Thomas Sykes. Coy Pryor, not in the starting lineup. He suffered an injury. Now for that dirty dog defense, that junkyard defense, Andy.
Yeah, and it'll come in like this. Boy, the Dogs just came into the stadium through the smoke, but it'll look like this for the Dogs on D. It'll be number 24 and 21. The old Watson brothers, Kyler Watson and Hunter, the head Hunter Watson. Number 9, the defensive tackle that we're going with a 4-man front, Delwyn Allen. The nose guard, number 50, old Colton Hagedorn. The linebacker would go something like this. Number 17, Travis Feed. Then our leading tackler, number 15, old Clay Bam Bam Starling. The rover will be number 2, Jadarius, HD, that's high def, Horn. The spear will be number 7, Jace the Ace Moran. And then at the two corners, number 5, MJ Rawson, number 26, Jason Cherry. And finally, at free safety, it'll be number 20, Camden Lane.
Back after this, Swanee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Proudly standing the test of time and shining through it all, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet and Chevy trucks.
You all depend on trucks. Chevy trucks. We think it's because Chevrolets are the most dependable trucks. Built to last a long time.
Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Dependability for the win, again and again.
Son of a gun. Chevrolet pickups are designed and built better than ever, giving you a smooth, solid ride since 1918.
North Florida and South Georgia, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet knows you love your Chevy truck.
Quality.
Hello, this is Jeff Mosley, General Manager, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Come find...
Off right around the 10-yard line, will run to the near side. And I think that might have been number 5. I think it was Rawson, but it's hard to tell. Now, Wayne, we didn't really talk about the unis, but the Dogs have changed unis. I'm talking, we got the black trousers, and we got a green and gold stripe on them. We got the black jerseys with a green numeral, and sometimes them things fold up under them.
Yeah, they're kind of cool. It's a different look. I hadn't seen that one before. All right, Swanee starts at the 25-yard line. Here we go, 1st and 10, Dogs.
Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Sykes the quarterback. He'll be in the gun. Single back in the backfield. Split receivers set on either side. We're looking at a 5-man front. Here's the snap, and we'll try to hand off right up the middle. We're going nowhere, and that's looked like number 3 in there that time, but I'll have to check that.
Well, I can tell you who was in the backfield.
Yeah.
That was number 2, Hodge, Octavius Hodge. I mean, he was back there as they were handing the ball off, and so that running play went nowhere.
It did. Dogs huddle up right on the line of scrimmage. And the old Cowboys digging in on the other side. This time looks like they're in a 4-man front. Swanee in the gun. Sykes will be the quarterback. Now they walk up in the 5. Madison looking down the football field, and a little bit of rush there. We try to get it out there to number 11, Logan Brooks, but it goes incomplete.
He was waiting for him to come across and had time initially. That offensive line gave him time to operate, but then that broke down and Sykes had to get rid of it, threw it low, and an incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 15.
Yeah, he was looking for Rawson down the field, but he was covered up pretty good by one of the DBs for the old Cowboys.
Tried to go underneath, find his tight end, dragging across the field, but just didn't have time to wait for him. And now we're facing a 3rd and long. Swanee at their own 20-yard line.
Shotgun formation for Sykes, and like you say, 3rd and 15. Single back in the backfield, trips to the far side. Madison comes with all-out blitz. Sykes under pressure. He's going to throw it away on the near sideline.
He did.
It'll be incomplete.
And he was outside of the tackle box, so we got away with that. Not intentional grounding. So that's going to be a 3 and out for Swanee to start this game, and not a good sign. They lose 5 yards on that first offensive possession.
Doing the kicking chores for Swanee. Number 18, A.J. Hitt, and he'll stand right around the 5-yard line. Looks like number 11, Tristan, one of their great running backs. He'll be standing back here around the 44. Long snap count, and I'm not sure we got 11 on the field.
Here comes Brooks. He's the 11th person wearing number 11.
Yeah, and he'll be kind of the up back. Here's a snap, a good one. Hitt puts a foot into it, high, spiraling ball that'll land somewhere around the 46. It doesn't really take a good bounce, but Swanee does down it around the 46-yard line right there.
Clay Starling downs the ball. Back in 30, Swanee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Hey, Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS Store, proud sponsors of Swanee Bulldog football on the riverofcountrysports.com.
And Crumley gets the direct snap. The quarterback was in the gun. He sprints to the left side. Now, there's a flag over there somewhere around the 33. Hopefully it was a hold, but he had a wide open field and gained about 13 to 14 yards.
It is going to be a hold on the Cowboys, but running the Wildcat on that first play and snap to, they've got a bevy of backs, but that running back had big yardage to the outside, but it's coming back due to a hold.
That's just what the doggy ordered on that 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Holding call, so they get the down over again, but that's going to cost them some real estate. And apparently the hold was downfield, so they actually end up picking up a yard. It'll be 1st and 9.
Cowboys up to the line of scrimmage. Them doggies digging in on the other side. We're in a 5-man front. Shotgun formation. Boy, direct snap, and I believe it's Crumley once again goes off the left side, and he has another big hole and picks up a 1st down up to around the 30.
Yeah, they just decided to run the same play and said, this time we won't hold, and it's successful, and they pick up 1st down yardage. So Madison in Swanee territory here, all the way down already to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and if you're winning the battle at the line of scrimmage, that can go all night long.
You're not lying. And they won the other side of the ball, and now offensively looking good, Madison is.
Just a direct snap. Now they'll run that wing back trap. They'll come back the other way. A dog's got him by the paw. Number 10 was on the carry that time. Comes to the near side. That's Arnold. Tries to cut back. Got some good pursuit by Swanee. They only gain about 3.
Yeah, that wing back trap that time, we cut it off and sent it back the other way. Missed the tackle, but sent it back into some Swanee defenders, and they took care of it from there. But still, a 2-yard pickup.
Madison get the next play call as they come. They're actually the wide receivers up to the line. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Kind of got a 2, and well, they're going to switch it up. I thought they were going to have 2 upbacks right at the line of scrimmage to the left side. I was looking for that quarterback Crumley again. Now the receiver will get set near side. Single back in the backfield. He'll be at the line of scrimmage. Motion near side, and they hand off to that motion man. I think it was number 9 this time. West, he'll take it around the left side and pick up a couple more. And it should bring up about a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that was that time Ford Miller on the carry. And like I said, it has so many, and with all that motion and everything, it's hard for the old eyes to pick them up. But this is going to bring up a 3rd down, key defensive down for Swanee. Need to get a stop here.
3rd down and 5 for Madison. Them dogs need to hunker down. Swanee still in a 5-man front. Cowboys up to the line of scrimmage. Crumley, the quarterback, he'll be in shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Crumedy looking down the field. Like you say, they suck him in. Got a wide open receiver. Well, not wide open, but had about 2 steps on it. But he overthrows him. It'll be incomplete. And what do you think? Madison goes for it here.
Well, they're in that part of the field. They might as well. And normally they don't have a strong kicking game. I could be wrong. We'll see. But I'm imagining they're going for it here. They went for it all on that play, came up with an incomplete pass, but now 4th down and 6, and they will go for it from Swanee's 26-yard line.
Big play for the Swanee defense. Crumedy once again will be in the gun. Got kind of 3 backs. No, direct snap to number 2 left side. He'll take it over there, and that is Hodges.
And he's got enough for the first down. 4th and 6, they go for it. They said, you can't stop us. We're going to run over you, and they do.
Well, and they got so many backs. I mean, just tell it, and they'll line them up right there within a yard of the line of scrimmage. And that old center does a good job getting it to Hodge, and he takes it left side, 1st and 10, Cowboys, inside the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. Crumedy, the quarterback, in the gun once again. He'll go to the left side, and I see a flag come up flying. Boy, he missed 1 tackle, 2 tackles. Crumedy will go.
Oh, but that quarterback, he hesitated an illegal shift, what they're calling, but he hesitated a few times, waited for his blocking, was very patient, made it to the end zone, but it is coming back for a penalty flag.
You know, I was surprised that he's running the football as much. He hadn't been doing that in the other 2 games that they played, not that much. But he's pretty much been a whole lot of their offense.
Seems to be, the game plan they've come in with. They don't think Swanee can stop the run, and so they're going to keep pounding it until the Dogs show they can stop it.
You got that right. And right now, Madison doing a good job to bring up a 1st and 15 after the penalty. Madison has to get in inside the 8 for a 1st down. Shotgun formation for old LJ Crumedy. He'll stand probably about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Single back in the backfield. Crumedy will take it off the... Ford's got it this time?
Yeah. Direct snap that time. Direct snap to number 4. But that time, Swanee's defense was not fooled.
Now, we did stack them up probably behind the line of scrimmage. We'll see if, maybe his forward progress got him back to it.
Swanee did a pretty nice job, pick up his 2 yards. And so the ball is at the 21-yard line. It's 2nd down and 13 now.
I see Lamar checks in as a wide receiver on the near side.
Swanee is showing 5 up front this time.
You got a wing back. Boy, now they go into motion and get set on the other side. Seemed like they were still moving as the ball was snapped. Somebody pitches to the outside. We're running the big back out here, number 11 on the carry. That's Christian, the leading ball carrier, and we'll stop him right around the 20-yard line.
Just a toss sweep that time, and he tries to get to the outside. Dogs did a nice job that time of stringing that one out and not allow him a lot of room up and down. They let him go side to side. And pickup ends up being 1 yard, and now 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
It will be.
Problem is you can't do it once or twice. You got to do it 4 times.
Yeah. Crumedy in the gun. To his left will be number 4, Miller. Here's the snap. Crumedy's got it. Quick pass to the outside. And, boy, it was almost complete, but I think number 11, he needs to go because it was a pass behind the line of scrimmage. One of them Dogs is going to pick it up and go Katie bar the door some 75 yards. Wow. Get the number of that dog.
No, that was Jadarius Horn. And so the throw is actually, I guess, behind the line of scrimmage. So it ended up being a lateral. And so that ended up being a ball on the ground, a live ball, and Swanee scooped it up and ends up scoring 6 points. Who saw that coming?
Well, and nobody did. And I think Madison just kind of stopped, and I think I could hear somebody up here hollering, pick it up. Yeah, it was a lateral. Swanee gets it. Horn goes some 75 yards and a touchdown. Dogs on the board.
How about that?
We're going to come out with that swinging gate. See what Swanee. I'm looking for the kicker, AJ hit. But no, we're going to go.
Didn't work.
Direct snap, and it did not work. I think got to kick the extra point.
Yeah, it didn't work. We thought we'd fool them there with that swinging gate. We hadn't shown that all year and decided to try for the 2-point conversion. It does not work. But 6-0 Swanee, 7:14 to play opening quarter. It's Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com.
It's a battle from across the river tonight as the Dogs get set to host the Hornets of Fayette County. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your diamond source. With relationships with brokers dating back over 50 years, the LOJ can offer you selections and price options few can compare with. Several diamonds are delivered overnight for your review, and once you select a diamond and setting, Live Oak Jewelry completes everything else in store. It's all at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Swanee County area for over 77 years.
Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. Well, 10 points any way you can get them. How about an 80-yard scoop and score for Jadarius Horn off a lateral that Madison thought was an incomplete pass. Swanee tried for 2, did not get it, but 6-0 Swanee here early in this ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that was Logan Brooks who got that snap or whatever you want to call that swinging gate that never closed.
Yeah, Madison wasn't fooled.
No, they were not. A.J. Hitt tees it up at the 40-yard line. The Madison receiver will get it right around the 9. I think that is Christian, number 11. Boy, he does a little dipsy doodle move, still on his feet, across the 25 to around the 28 or 29-yard line. That's where them old Cowboys will start out 1st and 10.
Yeah, dipsy doodle, stop and go, whatever you want to call that. That was some pretty fancy footwork out there. And a nice return by that young man, and that sets up Madison in decent field position. Of course, they had the great field position on the last drive, got down to the 20, and then the big mistake cost them. And now Madison will try to recover. Swanee leading 6-0, and the ball at their own 29-yard line to begin this drive.
It will be. Trying to see, Crumity finally comes out there and going to call the play. He must have been over toward the sideline. Madison out of the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. Dogs digging in on the other side. We're in a 5-man front, and then black and green unis.
I think number 13, the back there with him, and hold everything. There's a flag. Could be. That's going to be an illegal formation.
Wow.
So, and that's before the play actually started. So maybe too many men out there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just see 11.
Yeah.
But somebody was lined up wrong.
Illegal substitution is what I was told.
All right.
The clock. Shotgun formation for Crumity. Backs all in the backfield. Crumity's going to take it to the left side. Swanee stacks it up. We drive him backwards all the way to around the 21, and they'll lose about 3 on the play. It should bring up a 2nd down situation.
Thanks, Don. That dog defense starting to have a little bite. Starting to figure things out, settle down a little bit. But big play there.
Yeah, we're putting our eye on Crumity, but you can be assured that Christian, Miller, and Gallen will start getting the football at some point.
2nd down, 18. Madison at their own 21.
Crumity in the gun. You got a lot of 2 backs right at the line of scrimmage. They'll do that little wing back trap to number 14. He goes left side, and he may go Katie bar the door.
Yeah.
1 dog to beat down this side of the field. Actually, we turn him topsy-turvy right around the 35-yard line. Oh, man.
That was a big stick. Jason Cherry with the big hit. But, wow, what a play that time is Madison County. We were talking about being in the hole, 2nd and 18, their own 21. And before you blink, they're down in Swanee territory now, down to the 35.
Yeah, and that wingback was number 14, Sean Williams. They usually say number 12, you'll either see Arnold or Williams at the wingback, depending on what they do.
Timeout on the field. Swanee takes a timeout. 6:24 to play here in the opening quarter. 6-0. Dogs lead. Madison threatening. When we come back, it's Dogfall on RiverCountrySports.com. Uh-oh. Better call Bennett's. When it comes to glass in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and surrounding areas for almost 50 years, their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, mirrors, tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's. Here at Paul Lankford Stadium, downtown Live Oak, Florida. Hey, still some seats out here. If you're driving around looking for something to do on a Friday night, come on out here and see some good high school football. Swanee leading 6-0. We're in the first quarter, 6:24 on the clock. It's Madison football to Swanee 35.
Receivers in tight, got a double wing set and another direct snap. But boy, that rip off some yardage to the near side. And I think that was number 11, Christian, with the football. Had to check that number.
Man, he came through there. There's a huge hole. That offensive line opened up. And big running yards there, and another 1st down, Madison.
Yeah, actually, that was number 13, Gallon. They got him in there, and they're all bent over like they're in even the quarterback, instead of standing upright in the gun.
11-yard pickup there.
Crumity in the gun once again.
And now the official's going to stop the clock for the water break. Want to let you know, a lot of high school football being played tonight. Some of the area games, Fort White at home, hosting North Marion. Columbia is at home, hosting Tampa Hillsborough.
Man.
That's a long trip for them.
Yeah, it surely is.
Bell is hosting Bramford tonight, so the Bramford Bucks at Bell. It's Taylor County at Dixie County tonight. Chiefland is at Bellevue. Bradford County hosting South Sumter. County Buchholz at Eastside. How about Valdosta taking on Tampa Jesuit? Little Georgia-Florida matchup there.
Getting a little bit more of those in the mix, as the years go by.
Lafayette hosting Brookwood tonight. Lafayette, the Hornets 1-1. Brookwood comes in 0-2. Also, you got Wakulla at Childs, Thorne at Florida High. Some of the area high school games going on tonight.
Mercy.
Meanwhile, here at Langford Stadium, we've got a good one. It's early, just under 6 minutes to go, opening quarter. Swanee with a 6-0 lead on a defensive score. And now that Swanee defense is trying to hold Madison out of the end zone.
They really are, and Madison's kind of waiting on Swanee out there. And actually, they go without Crumity. I don't see him in there. And you got like 2 or 3 backs set up in the backfield. And they do that wing back trap to number 14. That's Williams. Same play. They got the big play, and he'll go Katie bar the door. Some 23 yards for a touchdown.
11 was actually lined up at quarterback, and 14 came on the wing back. Exchange, and nobody touched him into the end zone for a Madison score, and we're tied up at 6.
Yeah, Sean Williams. And it was the exact same play he picked up the good yardage on before.
Yeah, Swanee's got to find an answer for that. They play tough, a down or two, but then they lose containment. And suddenly you got a Cowboy running wide open there. All right, here comes the swinging gate for Madison, and they're going to elect to close that gate and kick the extra point and take a lead here.
Yes, they are. T will be spotted right around the 10-yard line. Awaiting the snap. There's the snap. A good one down on the tee, and a line drive, and that hammer knocker was good.
So the point after kick is good, and Madison takes their first lead of the game. The score now 7-6. Madison leads 5:46 showing on the first quarter clock. Back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Swanee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Swanee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Back here at Paul Langford Stadium in Live Oak, Florida. Beautiful Friday night. I thought we were going to get rain, and I was looking at radar, and rain is everywhere else. But so far, so good. We've been fortunate here.
We surely have. Madison will approach the football at the 40-yard line. Low line drive kick. Boy, it takes a kind of a bounce. We'll come to the near side. That dog's up to the 20, trying to follow a blocker. He'll make it to the 25, and he's stacked up by a pack of them Cowboys around the 26-yard line.
Yep, just couldn't get it done. Pretty good return for a little bit there, and that looked like number 16 that time for Swanee. Fred Cooks on the return.
Yeah,
but he is bottled up, but decent field position. Now let's see if we can't get some offense rolling.
Yeah, we're going to have to because we got to keep Madison's offense off the football field.
3 and out last time Swanee's offense was on the field. They did score a defensive scoop and score, went 80 yards by DeJarius Horn, but right now trailing by a point, 7-6 Madison.
Sykes will be in the gun, split backs in the backfield, receivers to either side. We're looking at a 4-man front. Here's the snap, handoff, first back through, find a big hole in the off tackle, up to the 35 to the 40, waiting for a block at the 50. Get a pretty good block, but we push him straight down the field. We'll be ran out of bounds at around the 32-yard line. Somebody say, oh my, give that dog a first down.
Darius Horn, he averaged after last game, had a big game, averaged almost 8 yards a carry. That's going to help his average there. But, boy, he is running that ball hard and giving that Swanee offense a spark.
Yeah, and I kind of like it when they got the split backs in the backfield because you can run that cross buck, and it also you can't key on just one back.
I was going to say, you can't focus on that because you think he's getting the ball. But with 2 back there, makes him guess just a little bit.
Looks like it'll be Cooks And also Horn in the backfield. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Two receiver far side. We drop the football. Sykes picks it up, and he gets 8 up. Just as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Actually, he may have lost about 3 yards.
Big old number 55. That's Khalil Johnson. Ran right into him. And Sykes did, but the ball was on the ground. I mean, he did what he could, picked it up and tried to get something out of it.
Well, we do lose about 3 yards on the play, back to the 35-yard line.
All right, 2nd and 13 coming up. Swanee with a big run that time by Horn, and then after setting up shop in Madison territory, lose a few yards on that exchange. Now 2nd and 13.
This time it'll be Lou Jack and Fred Cooks in the backfield. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Receiver set to either side. Here's the snap. Handoff to Lou Jack. Lou Jack gets cut down in the backfield. We'll lose another 4 yards.
Yeah. Nobody blocked number 10. DeAndre Arnold was in the backfield before he could even get those legs to churn.
Mercy. Going the wrong way.
But Madison's defense, now they're not just going to sit that back and play base defense.
No.
They're going to send the house half the time and mix it up and stunt and blitz, and you got to watch for that.
Well, and that's the thing. Even with us, if we're running, tight ends and everything, them Cowboys come across the line of scrimmage. You got to win the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and we'll call it about 17. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Split backs in the backfield. Receiver set to either side. Looking at a 4-man front. Sykes looking down the field. Double coverage. Russell, boy, went right through a Cowboy's hand. But that double coverage, probably a good thing that it did.
Yeah, and Rawson couldn't get to the ball, and I thought maybe they might throw a flag there as they impeded his ability to catch that ball, but nothing doing. Double coverage, and that'll be an incomplete pass and bring up a 4th down. So a little bit of a threat, but Swanee not able to convert, and now on 4th and 17, Dogs are going to have to punt it away and see if they can't pin those Cowboys back.
Yeah, A.J. Hitt, he'll do the punting chores. He'll stand around the 46-yard line. It looks like Crumley, number 8, the quarterback, will be the deep back for the Cowboys. We take off a little bit wide. Boy, a high spiraling punt that goes up into the lights, and it comes down around the 12, and 20 will down it at the 11.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't let that one roll just a little bit.
Just a couple more rolls.
Just a little, few more yards. But nice punt that time. AJ had to get rid of that a little bit quicker than he wanted to because it was a rush in his face.
Yeah, and he kind of did that little rollout thing like he did last week where he moved to his right to finally kick the football, but it's a very good kick.
Yeah, it was, and that pins Madison County back at their own 11-yard line, so that's where the Cowboys will begin this drive. If you're just tuning in, Madison has a 1-point lead, 7-6. Swanee tried for 2 on their first score, which was a defensive score, did not get that 2-point conversion, so Madison with a point lead here, 3:43 to play opening quarter.
Looks like Crumley will be the quarterback in the gun. Number 4 will be right beside him. That's Miller to his left, and we're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, a little confusion there for Swanee as they were trying to get their personnel on the field and have one run in late, and they weren't quite set. And so the coach burns a timeout there. That's the second timeout taken by Swanee here in the first quarter.
Well, you reckon we're going to see some more wingback traffic?
I would imagine so. Some other games going on around the area, high school games tonight. This one interests me. IMG is hosting Cocoa. Cocoa is a perennial power, defending state champs, and boy, they're stepping up, taking on IMG, so we'll see how that one goes. Trenton at Alcilla Christian tonight. Now, this is an interesting one. The Hamilton County Trojans were scheduled to play, I'm not even sure how to say it,
Zarephath, yeah.
You're saying.
I've heard of Zarephath.
All right. Anyway, in Jacksonville, and they canceled the game, said they had field problems and all that, and then ended up that school has another game scheduled tonight against Hollis Christian in Jacksonville. So Hamilton County didn't get to play a ball game tonight.
Wow.
And I say Hamilton County ought to get the win.
Yeah, I think you give them a win.
That was a scheduled game.
Especially if a team schedules 2 games, one of them's a loss, and then the other one they can battle it out.
Yeah, good luck on that one.
Shotgun formation for Crumley. He's going to take it to the left side. Got another big hole and a whole lot of blockers. One dog to beat right around the 35. He's dragging us with him across the 40, up to the 43, and we finally pin him to the turf.
Well, that one dog saved that being a touchdown. And again, Jason Cherry is playing a nice defensive game. But unfortunately, when Cherry makes the tackle, it's well downfield.
Yeah,
he's your last hope.
Well, there were 3 blockers in front of the quarterback. A couple of them were offensive backs, and you can call them wing backs, whatever, big souped-up fullbacks, but they were leading the way.
Yeah. 1st and 10, Madison now at the 44-yard line.
Crumedy in the gun once again. They got that big fullback at the line of scrimmage. High snap. Crumedy pulls it down. Got a big hole right up the middle of the field, and he'll pick up good yardage once again. And, boy, we get a late hit. That's going to cost Madison because that was well after the play. That'll cost them 15 from around the 47.
And direct snap to the quarterback that time, and he went straight up the middle, and Zion Walker ends up making the tackle, but then extracurricular activities after the play, and Madison Cowboy going to have a personal foul called against him.
Yeah, and that's just what the doggy ordered because it would have been, I guess, second down and maybe one.
Yeah.
I don't think the ball quite made it across the
well, Swanee's going to have to get mean and nasty up there up front because we're getting pushed around a little bit right now.
Madison's always been very physical, and you got to be just as physical. But the thing is, you got to make the tackle when he comes through the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Got to try to match that intensity. So that's going to move the ball back to the 38-yard line. Second down.
And that's just what the doggy ordered.
Yeah, that'll help. Can't hurt.
It's like the Dogs will be in a four-man front. Those black unis with the green numerals. Shotgun formation for Crumedy. All kind of backs in the backfield and everybody in tight, and they lined up all sides. Number 7, now unless I'm wrong, unless I was double visioning.
Yeah, that's going to be a start called against Madison County, and that's 5 more yards going the wrong way.
Well, I don't think you can back them Cowboys up far enough.
Yeah, you can't. Well, they've shown that. We started this drive at the 11-yard line.
Yeah.
So penalty has been the biggest offensive weapon for Swanee.
Mercy. See what Madco does here. Crumedy will be the quarterback. He'll be in the gun. And the thing is, he gets down just like a running back. Just snap to him. He's going to run it to the left side. And he's got another big hole that we're getting mugged down the field. But that flag won't. It does finally get caught. And that's going to cost them, too. I mean, we were literally a takedown. You thought it was a WWE?
Marcus Cherry making the tackle there. And yet, a little bit of holding downfield, and that's going to cost Madison County. But again, on that running play, I mean, he's just running wide open.
Yeah.
Like a cowboy on a horse and nobody in front of him.
Well, the good thing, the penalty, it did take place down the field.
Yeah.
After about 12 or so yards.
So they're going to get the down over and end up with a bit of a gain here. As they're going to mark the ball down at the 37-yard line. So it ends up being about a 5-yard pickup.
Looks like Miller will be the lone back in the backfield right beside the quarterback. And I thought he was going to hand it to Miller, but he missed him, and they'll take it straight ahead and get up to around the 44, maybe the 45-yard line.
Big third down coming up now. This is third down in about 10, maybe 9.5. Swanee needs to get a stop here. Madison on their own side of the 50. So, and it may be fourth down territory for him here, but
yeah,
I'm thinking let's get a stop and force a punt.
Need some kind of miscue right here, maybe to snap the ball over the quarterback's head. Crumedy in the gun, all them backs right up the line of scrimmage. Set the one, and this time it was a direct snap to the running back. We stand him up, and we're driving him backwards. Finally, they blow the whistle, and he should have just made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Swanee holds there, and let's see what Madison does. I would imagine they're going to punt on their own side of the 50-yard line, but I've been fooled before.
Yeah.
Let's see. They set the ball down at the 46, so it was a 2-yard pickup. It'll be 4th and 8.
And that was Gallen on the carry that time. They thought they were going to sneak it to him by those direct snaps. And, I mean, the quarterback and the one back, they line up, I mean, almost literally side by side, and they're both down like a regular running back.
Yeah.
Just not in a 3-point stance. Number 4 will do the punting chores. That's Richard Miller. And he'll stand somewhere around the 32 if he punts it.
If he punts it.
Here's a snap. Boy, that's a good long snap and a good end-over-end kick. Swanee will catch it and run to the near side. Looks like, couldn't tell if that was, it's hard to pick up those numbers on the black uniform, but you got the vinos.
That was Rosin that time on the return. And, he tried to break it. He got by one Cowboy, but couldn't get by the second. And so Swanee gets the ball back. Score right now, 1-point game, 7-6, Madison leading. And Swanee will go back on offense here as they get the ball at the 24-yard line with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, we got a minute to do it in. And like we've talked about, time of possession, we do have to keep control of the football and get first downs.
Yeah, get some yardage. Last time they had the big run by Horn, but then the drive stalled.
Looks like we'll go with the split backs in the backfield. It'll be Horn and Lujak. Lujak will be to Sykes' left. We're in the gun, 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Here's the snap, and we're looking. Sykes rolling to the right side, looking for an open receiver. Throws it back across the middle. That could have been number 11 coming across. Had to get that number.
That was.
And he makes a great catch and a first down out to around the 41-yard line. That was Brooks.
And I believe that was the first completion of the ball game, and a nice job by Sykes that time, throwing on the run and putting it where Logan could make that catch. Big first down.
Yeah, Logan made a pretty good catch because he had to really go after it, go down and get it. Dogs up to the 41-yard line. Cowboys digging in on the other side. They're in a 5-man front. Shotgun formation for them old Dogs of Swanee. Split receivers on either side. Split backs in the backfield. Here's a snap. Little cross buck. Boy, they meet us in the backfield, and we don't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Somewhere around the 40, we'll lose a yard.
Their leading tackler, nobody put a hat on him, and that's Kamari Scurry.
Yeah.
And he makes the tackle.
Yeah, he only goes 6 foot and 220. He's a linebacker, and he can fly.
He can, and he was across that line of scrimmage, and Horn looking for that hole to open up, and it closed by number 1. Loss of a yard on the play. Now 2nd down and 11 coming up, and Madison wants a timeout. Stops the clock right before the end of the first quarter. So 7 seconds left in the first quarter as Madison calls a timeout here. Other high school games tonight, you've got Baker County at Ponte Vedra. Bronson is taking on Foundation Academy. Both those teams looking for their first win, coming in 0-2. Foundation out of Winter Garden. Godby at Gadsden tonight. You've got Hilliard at Paxson. Some of the high school games going on. As for college football, you ought to be embarrassed being a Georgia fan. What are y'all doing playing Tennessee Tech?
I thought we were playing the regular Tennessee. Up
now,
until
that'd
today.
be a good ball game.
Yeah. And,
Tennessee ends up playing NC State Saturday night.
Right.
But Georgia, between the hedges, Tennessee Tech. Now, if you're a betting man, are you going to take Georgia and give up 54.5 points? That's the line.
Yeah, my
54.5. I don't think I'd take that.
No,
I mean, Georgia's going to win.
Maybe.
Yeah, they'll win.
You never know.
Come on.
Shotgun formation for Sykes. Swanee facing his 2nd down and 11. Split backs in the backfield. Kind of a high snap. They come after it. We throw the underneath screen to Rawson. Rawson cuts across the 45 up to the 50. Boy, he's about a half a yard shy of the first down. We needed that other yard.
Niquez Christian making the tackle there, number 11 for Madison County. But nice job that time on the screen underneath. MJ Rawson got to get the ball in his hands as many times as you can.
Looks like Lujak Smith will check out of the ball game, come to the near side.
A 3rd down and a yard to go here as we come to the end of the first quarter. With your score, it's Madison 7, Swanee 6. You're listening to Swanee Football on RiverCountrySports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Happy so far. Swanee's competing. You got a good game.
For a little while.
Swanee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. We begin the second quarter of action with your score 7-6. Madison leading Swanee. And we turn around and go the other way now. Swanee with a big play coming up here. 3rd down and 1 at midfield.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. Neither team had to go very far because the ball was on the 49.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Got first quarter stats here from Jamie Watcher of the Lake City Reporter. I'll pass those along as we get time.
Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. Long snap. High snap. We're going to come to the near side. Boy, they stack us up, and we will not get the first down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got 1 yard to go, but with that high snap, and now you're 5 yards back in shotgun formation and tried to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring up a 4th down, and unfortunately, Swanee looks like they're going to come out and punt this ball away.
Yeah, you definitely have to at this point. I mean, the ball will be set right at the 49-yard line.
They almost got back to that line of scrimmage, but which is the 50-yard line. He's at the 49.5.
Looks like Crumity will be one of the deep backs to the near side. Boy, a high snap and hold everything.
Madison called a timeout right before the snap of that football. Stops the clock, 11:13 to play here. Second quarter. Madison leads 7-6. Back after this, Swanee football on rivercountrysports.com. Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com. Press box, Paul Langford Stadium. Rivers Martinez keeping us on the stream. Hey, thanks for listening. rivercountrysports.com. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell every Bulldog you know. Friday nights, it's dog action. Now you can look at pictures, man.
Yeah.
It's not just audio, it's video as well.
No, it's pretty awesome. See the scoreboard? I mean, you got some
we
things
added the
going
scoreboard
on.
tonight.
I love it.
Looking good. All right, big fourth down here in Swanee and punt formation.
AJ hit. He'll stand somewhere around the 35, and they'll have Frumity, the quarterback, and number 4, Rashard Miller. Deep back, boy, and a high snap, and I don't even know if we're going to get a chance to pick it up. And then we fumbled the football.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. Madison's going to have great field position somewhere around the 12 or 13-yard line.
Logan Hall actually recorded it, but it was a high snap over AJ's head. He fades back. He picks the football up, and the punter gets in. He drops the ball. Logan Brooks recovered, but my goodness, that was disaster.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's one thing Swanee can't afford to do. You can't have turnovers. You can't have mishaps like that because Madison doesn't need any help. But hold everything. Something's going on.
They're bringing the ball back to the line of scrimmage, and I'm looking for a flag. I don't see a flag. Madison coaches are out on the field not happy with what has gone on here. Bryce Harris, the head coach of the Madison Cowboys, I'm not really sure. It looked like a bad snap, and there is a penalty flag down. I see it now at the 25-yard line.
Well, they pointed towards Swanee, right?
Yeah, they're saying loss it down. I saw that. And so let's see if we can get an explanation here.
Yeah, illegal formation and lost it down.
Okay.
One of my officials over here.
All right.
Great job.
We appreciate that. Appreciate the help there from the clock operator. So bad snap, and then we had illegal formation.
And it probably could have just went just like it was without any of it because they get the ball pretty close to the same spot.
Yeah. Well, Madison County got a great chance here inside that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone to begin this drive. They begin it at the 12-yard line.
Crumty will be the quarterback. Number 4, Miller will be to his right. And Madison almost moved. They heard that whistle blowing. They were jumping around, but maybe the official wants something to be said.
And that's going to be illegal substitution this time against Swanee. Boy, they're calling that tonight.
Yeah.
So that's a 1st and 5. Free. You sure don't need to give them free yards.
No, they are knocking on the Swanee door.
Yeah, down to the 7-yard line here.
Crumity, the quarterback, he'll be in the gun, but he's kind of right at the line of scrimmage. Crumley's going to take it to the right side, gets a great block from the running back, and he'll just walk into the end zone, and it'll be a touchdown for them old Cowboys. From about, we'll call it 7.5 yards out.
Yeah. Well, that was a gift that time. Swanee gave Madison a gift. They don't need to do that. It's not Christmas time, but I got an easy score there. Madison ups their lead. They led by a point. Now they tack on 6 and looking for another one.
They will be. They do have the kicker out there, but they got that old swinging gate wide open as well. And they're going to run it. And, boy, they had a Katie barred the door to the end zone with that 2-point conversion, but hold everything.
Yeah, you had whistles, and then that's not going to hold up. So let's see what that's all about. Swanee going to run a player onto the field here. So that 2-point try, I guess they blew the whistle before that started, so they'll do it again. And it looks like they're going for 2.
Yeah, and I think that's Crumity that's right there behind the line. And this time they're going to do a little end around instead of the same play, and they're going to slide down around the 11-yard line. And
that one didn't work.
And there should be a personal foul probably on Madison after the play.
After the end play, yeah, away from the ball. They ended up stopping the 2-point conversion, but then in the end zone had some stuff going on and flags are flying. And so let's see what this is about before we take our break. And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike against Swanee.
Wow.
So, well, we'll sort that out when we come back. Madison does score. They don't get the 2-point try, 13-6. Madison leading Swanee, 10:57 to play second quarter. Dog ball on rivercountrysports.com. Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com. Swanee football on rivercountrysports.com. Well, Madison County leads 13-6, and let's see where they end up putting this ball back. It's going to help Madison. Swanee had an unsportsmanlike penalty flag on them in the end zone.
Yeah, they should kick off from the 45.
And
yeah,
that's what they're doing. So they've been squibbing it all night, and let's see if they continue with that.
Yeah, and they will tee it up at the 45, so I know several of them dogs are kind of back deep. We're kind of spread out across the line, which they knew that most of the time Madison kicks that squib kick. See if they kick it out of the end zone, or he might just do an onside kick from here.
They may, and they hustle down there, so you got to get on the ball.
Here comes the kick, and be a low line drive that'll be called around the 3-yard line. That dog goes down the left side line. Got a big hole over there. That could be Rawson up to the 30 to the 40. 45, 50. Rawson to the
flag. Wow. M.J. Rawson and his second kickoff return for a touchdown this season.
What a great job. And I'm talking about he showed that speed. And I think the Cowboys gave up around the 50-yard line. They said, there ain't no catching that dog.
I'm not exactly sure where he caught the ball. I believe it was around the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I did say it, but then I done forgot it. And all the excitement.
Yeah, about 95 yards.
Yeah, sure enough. I think that's what his last one was.
I'm going with 95 yards.
Rawson on the
My goodness.
Hold on just a second.
And now
we might have to take them points off the board.
You got to be kidding. Where's the flag?
I never saw a flag.
I don't see a flag. Yeah, I'm looking. The officials are going to confer. Coach Hall out on the field. The Boo Birds have come out, and they may take this one back. I have no idea. I'll tell you this. The officials have been awfully active here tonight. Calling them penalties both ways. They've both been caught, but this is going to be costly if this is against Swanee. I can't believe this.
Yeah, I didn't even see the flag, and nobody else did because I don't know. But I talked to the guys from Madison, their broadcast crew, and I said, it'd been pretty much a lot of penalty flags for it to be early in the season.
And there have been a ton of them in this ball game.
Yep.
And Coach Hall getting an explanation. He's not happy with it. We have no idea what this is about. They're bringing the ball back. I guess there was a flag down at the 20, so it must have been an illegal block at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, all that excitement for nothing.
I mean, to tell you, I got excited. I thought that was a touchdown, and that's a shame to take that away from him like that. But that's exactly what the officials are going to do.
Yeah, and it had to be a block, like you say, downfield somewhere around the 20 or so yard line. They'll back us up just inside the 10. So no score.
Wow. and now 90 yards away. I mean, horrible field position. Not only do you not get the touchdown, but now you're backed up at your own 10.
Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. We'll have trips to the near side. Looking at a four-man front. Here's the snap from center. Sykes is rolling to the near side. Looking for a receiver. Got one wide open. Is Logan Brooks to the 30. Up to the 35. Still on his feet. They pull us by the face mask. And we're still going. We're going to tack on 15 if they ever get us down. Brooks fights his way all the way to the 46.
Logan Brooks with a catch, and then there was a late shove after he's already out of bounds, and another flag goes down. So that ought to be 2 flags on the Madison Cowboys to tack on after that beautiful play by the tight end.
Yeah, and if it is 2 flags and 2 15-yarders, it's going to cost them 30 yards. Tack that on to the end.
Well, they should have been 6 in the first play. I hadn't got over that yet.
Mm.
And the officials talking about it on the sideline, but we saw the face mask. Both of us reacted to that. And then you saw the shove after he's already out of bounds. And that's pretty obvious right there on the Swanee sideline. And they're all pointing and screaming. And the officials threw the flags. And so let's see as the Whitecap comes out here. And my goodness, the officials have been awfully busy tonight, haven't they?
They have.
There's the face mask, personal foul, Madison County.
I think they're going to say that took place somewhere around the 46, which it should have. That's where Logan was tackled and out of bounds. As the official marks that off, and then you see the personal foul.
And then the personal foul. So they did get them both.
Mm. So I'd kind of rather had that touchdown, that 95-yard return.
Yeah.
And take that off the books.
Well, I'll tell you what, this game has been crazy. And it usually is when these two teams play.
So they only march off the 1 penalty.
Yeah, they had the double penalties, but I guess you only get
one of those.
One of them.
I figured after the play you'd tack on 15 more. But maybe not.
Yeah.
We'll see. It won't happen. Shotgun formation, 4 sides. Single back in the backfield. He'll be sidecar left. We'll bring motion to the near side with Rawson. He'll get set close to the 40-yard line. Long snap count, and we're changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 1 dog up to the top of the screen. Man coverage. We hand off, and it'll be number 3. Yeah. Oh, there goes Smith. Lujak. Yeah, boy, he hurdles one would-be Cowboy tackler and gets hammered down to the turf around the 22.
Yeah, they changed the play, looking to the sideline, Sykes did, and then they changed play on the side. Go to the running play, get the ball number 3, and Lujak Smith, pretty good yardage, gets a first down, and Swanee down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, he did a good job, a little shoulder fake like he was going off tackle and then kicked it outside. Got a big gain and a first down up to around the 24. 1st and 10 dogs.
Down to about 10-15 to play here in the second quarter.
Swanee will line up with trips to the near side. Single back in the backfield. Sykes will be in the gun. 4-man front for them Madison County Cowboys. This time it's going to be Sykes. He'll keep it straight ahead and pound his way just inside the 20-yard line. Pretty good read that time on the read option.
Yep. Fakes the handoff to his running back and then takes it straight up the gut and a good 5-yard pickup there.
Swanee will get it to the 19.
Inside that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone.
Yeah, the Dogs were kind of taking our time, call it, but I don't mind using the extra time as long as you don't get a penalty.
Yeah,
Sykes
we've had enough penalties.
Yeah. Sykes still looking toward the sideline, and he'll change the play once again, give it to those offensive linemen. He'll be in the gun. Single back in the backfield will be sidecar right. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side of the field. Here's the snap, a high one, and handoff to Lujak once again. This time Lujak's going backwards. His forward progress is probably only going to let him use about 2 yards, and they just run us out of bounds.
And again, another penalty.
Well, that'll help.
Madison, they run him out of bounds, then tackled him out of bounds.
So that always helps for 15.
So another personal foul against Madison County, and that's going to cost him another 15 yards.
It should be a 1st and 10 for the Dogs.
And that was just a silly penalty by Madison because they already had him stopped. But you don't need to do that. You push him out of bounds, let it go. You got to learn that lesson. But Madison took him to the ground when he was already out of bounds, and that's going to be a 15-yarder. First down, Swanee.
It will be. And he's still walking. He's going to be inside the 15. We'll see where he stops.
Could be down to around the 4.
Boy, and things get tough down there in that red zone.
So he'll mark it down at, about the 13?
13.
Okay. So it ended up only being a 5-yard penalty from the 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side of the field. Shotgun formation, 4 sides. Here's the snap. Sykes looking near side. Little pressure. Going to throw it out there. Boy, intended for Brooks. He did get a paw on it, but it goes incomplete around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and Sykes has time back there, but when that time breaks down, he wants to get rid of that football.
Yeah.
And threw it a little bit high that time to Brooks. And I don't know if Logan could have done anything with that anyway, even if he would have caught it.
No, if he'd have called it, he'd have went right on down to the turf.
Yeah. So 2nd and 10 now. Dogs at the Madison 13 needing points here.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers near side. Madison in a 4-man front. Sidecar left with that single back in the backfield. And we'll run it in there. Do that fake handoff. Madison didn't bite on this one, and they'll stack us up around the 16. We'll lose some yardage.
No, you had Scurry there, number 1, their leading tackler, along with Arnold. So nowhere for Sykes to go. And he'll lose a couple of yards there. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, you got to call for a 3rd and about 12, maybe 13.
About 13, 3-yard loss. So let's see if Swanee can come up with a play here. Well, they had the touchdown on the kick return. It was called back. Then had the big run down the field. Got in good field position here. But as you say, they get inside that red zone. Things get tougher. Big 3rd and 13, Swanee.
Looks like Zion Walker will be the lone receiver to the near side. Rawson with Cherry to the far side will bring motion near side and quick pass intended down to number 14, who we just talked about. Oh, Mount Zion Walker. Oh, my God.
And I tell you what, he held on to that ball. He took 2 pops from those Cowboys right there at the 1-yard line, but he held on, got to the end zone. Touchdown, Swanee.
Goodness gracious. Like I say, Walker had just came back into the game and came across. I won't say he was wide open, but we threw a bullet down in there and we get the score.
Dogs 1 point away from tying this game up. And they're going to kick the PAT here. They don't play with the swinging gate this time around. Let's just get business done.
A.J. hit to do the kicking chores. Brooks will be the holder. Good snap down on the tee, and it's up, end over end. That hammer knocker is good. This thing's all tied up.
13 apiece with 7:54 showing on the second quarter clock. Swanee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Now is a great time to earn a career in a year at River Oak Technical College. River Oak offers 17 career and technical education programs to select from that lead to industry credentials and high-wage careers. River Oak offers high-quality instruction, academic and financial advisement, mentoring, and coaching to ensure your success. Get hands-on education without breaking the bank or leaving the area. Grow your future with us at River Oak Technical College.
Well, we've got a good one here at Paul Langford Stadium in Live Oak, Florida, where it's all tied up between the Madison County Cowboys and the Suwannee County Bulldogs, 13 apiece. 7:54 to play here until halftime.
Yeah, so that 95-yard kickoff return that was nullified turned out pretty good for the Dogs. We go down the football field and get 7 points. Wow.
Yeah, chewed up some clock and showed that offense can move the football, mixing up the run and the pass. Now we got to play some defense here and slow down these Cowboys.
Yeah, and that's the only problem. We got to kick it back to them.
Yeah, that's right.
Somebody say, ride them, rope them, and yee-haw.
I like to see that ball in the end zone and not see a return here.
Yeah, because usually the quarterback, Crumity, will be usually one of the deep backs, and Miller will be the other. This time, high, end-over-end kick, and it will go into the end zone and come out to the 20-yard line.
That's what the doggy ordered.
There you go.
So to come out to the 20, it'll be 1st and 10, Madison. And, man, we've got a good one here in this ball game. Now, looking at their defensive stats, Scurry with 17 tackles coming into this one. But, you got number 50, 13 tackles for Norwood. You got a couple of ball players with 12. Cowboys have some defenders and do a good job of team tackling. Swanee trying to match that intensity, though, here tonight and doing a pretty good job thus far.
They are. Looks like number 11, Christian. I mean, he called the play in the huddle, and I don't know if he's the quarterback or They got a bunch of backs in the backfield, including the wing back. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you don't know where that snap's going.
Yeah.
Do have a penalty flag against Swanee, and I believe that was a sideline penalty there.
I figured we lined up off sides, but I might have missed the sideline warning. We probably did have one early. Here it is, gun direct snap to one of the upbacks. He finds a hole, driving his feet, and he fumbles the football, but darn, that thing bounced back up in his arms. There was 3 dogs there. Wait a minute now. Sort of away from that hammer knocker.
Underneath the pile, good things can happen. And how about that? I believe it was 24 that came up with that football.
One of them Watsons.
Tyler Watson.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, the way it looked like it bounced right back in his arms, and old Tyler Watson got in there and scrambled for it and took it away, and the Dogs got great field position, 1st and 10 on the turnover from the 30-yard line. Who would have thought it?
Well, I tell you what, we talked about toughness. It doesn't get much tougher than Tyler Watson.
That's right.
And that's the sophomore.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Swanee football, 13-13 tie, and Dogs get the ball back here.
Well, we got one of our big running backs in there on the near side. I can't tell if that's maybe Allen. I don't know. Can't see the number from right here. Bad angle. Shotgun formation. And everybody Sykes hands off, second back through, get a good block right at the line of scrimmage. We'll pick up about 4 or 5.
That was Lou Jack that time on the carry. And you did have 9 back there, Allen, as that second back.
Well, I kind of like that. We ran that with maybe an H-back last year, and, boy, we got a hound on the ground around the 26.
We got 2 of them down. We got another one over there about the 23-yard line on the far side. And so 2 injured Swanee players on that play and trying to get numbers.
That one would.
It's like 13 is the injured dog on the far side, which would be Jack Harrington.
Jack Harrington.
And then on the near side, I don't. Was that Horn that was shaken up? And he's coming off limping a little bit.
Kind of gingerly, yeah. Will be Horn, and we need him. The other maybe some kind of leg or ankle injury on the far side on the far hash.
They want you to stay tuned at halftime. We've got our player spotlight coming up, brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Tonight we're featuring Logan Brooks and Delwyn Allen. And then on the Bulldog Bark with Keith Hunter, brought to you by Morgan Tree and Debris, we've got Mr. Andy Day.
Huh. Oh, mercy.
With Keith Hunter and Andy Day. Hey, how good is that?
I don't know how good it is.
Harrington's up now, and he's being assisted. Looked like he got knocked silly a little bit over there. And hopefully that dog's going to be all right to shake the cobwebs off.
They're limping a little bit on that left side.
Yeah.
That's where he's being assisted at. I thought I saw number 21 checking in for Swanee, Hunter Watson. So we may go with Hunter Watson and Brooks.
Tell you what, though, you play these Cowboys, you got to have a head on the swivel.
Yeah.
Because they will pop you with sometimes after the whistle.
They will. M.J. Rawson will be the wide receiver to the far side of the field. Number 14 to the near side, that's Zion Walker. Shotgun formation. And the single back in the backfield this time will be Delwyn Allen.
Big Will Brown over that football.
Double tight set. We'll bring motion to the near side. Rawson will get set right by the quarterback, and we done took too much time or we moved. My goodness, you can't do that. We need to take advantage of this.
Yeah. And just had the 4-yard pickup on the running play, so you're in a good spot, 2nd and 6, but now the illegal procedure, and that's a 5-yarder, and now you're facing 2nd and 11.
Just bad timing.
Certainly was. Swanee's got the momentum, and got to keep that thing going. It's a high ball game here. Clock moving, 7:15 to go.
Dogs up to the line of scrimmage, split backs in the backfield. Looks like it'll be Rawson and Allen. Zion Walker, the single receiver near side, handoff to Rawson. Rawson up to the 25, to the 20, bangs his way, maybe across the first down marker or the line to gain.
How about that? M.J. Rawson lined up in the backfield that time.
Yes, he did.
Has a running back, and he gets good yardage and picks up more than the 11 yards. And inside that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone down to the 19-yard line.
Well, I think that's one thing you have to do is get the ball to your playmakers, to the guys that can go. And offensive line, get the blocking done up front.
That's pretty creative, getting it to him in that way. He was lined up as a receiver, then came and stood by the quarterback. Ends up getting the handoff. And nice yardage that time.
Thanks. Working with the sticks over there, both of them laying on the ground.
All right, trying to get the yard marker set in the right spot.
Well, they're going to say we were shy of the first down. Is that correct? Or am I wrong?
Well, we had 2nd and 11 at the 31, so the line of scrimmage would have been the 20. They've got it at 19, and as far as I can tell, that's first down.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not good at math, but I believe I've got that one correct. Now they're fixing.
Yeah.
So they've got that fancy yard marker down there, the down marker, and it's electronic now. Yeah. So may have had a little something with that. But anyway, they got the stick set now. And it is a first down.
It will be, and we got to get it to the 9 for another first down.
Or to the end zone for 6.
There you go. Shotgun formation, 4 Sykes, single back in the backfield. That'll be Delvin Allen, but it's going to probably be the water break. I don't know.
Okay. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. Back in a moment on RiverCountrySports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 18th and 19th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, steer wrestling, breakaway roping, calf roping, and team roping. Gates open at 6. The rodeo starts at 7:30. Tickets just $10, 12 and under $5. The 4th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored in part by Visit Swanee County. Friday and Saturday, October 18th and 19th. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com.
Looking forward to that rodeo in Live Oak coming up in October. But tonight, high school football and a good one here at Paul Langford Stadium. It's Madison and Swanee all tied up at 13. 6:36 to play second quarter. And the Dogs had the football on the Madison 19-yard line.
And the good thing about it, we ran off some clock time. We got pretty good field position and a 1st and 10. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Delvin Allen will be to his right. He'll be the single back in the backfield. Rawson will be on the far side of the field, maybe with some man coverage and safety help under him. Boy, we make a one-handed catch. It's Brooks. Brooks at the 15. Someone say 10. Bonus. And Bonus loose. Am I going to score with it? Because it's a scoop and score for the Dogs after the fumble. Or either caught it in the air. I can't tell.
No, it was on the ground.
Yeah.
Looks had it. Looks was almost in the end zone. The ball came free, and I believe Lou Jack Smith, I think that still was, that picked that ball up and recovered it for Swanee and got the touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know who to credit with the touchdown.
I think it was number 3.
I guess you could say it was Sykes to Brooks. To
yeah. So
assist. Yeah, like baseball.
There you go. And now the PAT.
And see what hit does with it. Good snap on the tee up, end over end. That camera knocker is good.
So the point after kick is good. 6:25 showing on the clock here. Swanee with the lead now, believe it or not, 20-13. Dogs lead. Well, I'll tell you what, the way the game was going early, I thought Madison County was about to take control of this game, but things turned around in a hurry, and now the Swanee Bulldogs have the lead. 20-13 is your score right now.
Yeah.
I was picking on you earlier about Georgia playing Tennessee Tech, but my Miami Hurricanes got FAMU on Saturday. So the team out of Tallahassee. And they come down to Miami. You know, the Rattlers got a lot of – well, we're looking forward to halftime. Let me say that. They've got
it's awesome
Marching 100, and that's always a great show. But Miami, a 44.5-point favorite. UCF is going to be at home Saturday night against Sam Houston. Florida, the Gators, will host Samford on Saturday night. South Florida on the road. They're at number 4, Alabama.
Ooh, mercy.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, it will.
Probably a big tied victory, but I guess I'm going to have to root for the Bulls in there.
Let's see. He'll tee it up at the 40-yard line. Hopefully he puts a good foot into it. This time he'll drive. He's going to bring it out from about the half-yard line. And I couldn't tell if that was Crumedy or number 4. I'll have to get his number as he goes off the sideline. I really thought he stepped over the end line, but he must not have.
But there was an official right there on it, and he said he caught it at the half-inch line. So the good return. And, well, I tell you, anytime Madison returns the football, it's kind of like number 5 for Swanee, where Rawson has it. He can go the distance. And Madison's got 2 or 3 of those kids that can go the distance anytime they touch the ball.
Yeah, I think that was Miller, number 4, that returned the kickoff. And instead of starting out at the 20, they'll start at the 26.
26-yard line, the line of scrimmage. Timeout on the field. Officials timeout, 6:19 to play until halftime. Also you've got the NFL going on tonight. Did you know there was a pro football game tonight?
Oh, yes, I did. It's a good one, too.
In Brazil.
Yeah, now that
Why are we playing in Brazil? People over there probably looking for soccer, wondering what in the world's going on.
We got to whether we're carrying it to Dublin, Brazil. We're just anywhere.
Trying to grow the sport, I guess. Football everywhere else is soccer.
Yeah.
And they call us American football. But anyway, in Brazil tonight, you've got Green Bay and Philadelphia doing battle. That game just kicked off, I guess, about 8:15. Kansas City last night opened the NFL season with a win over Baltimore. And coming up Sunday, Jacksonville plays at Miami. That game at 1 on Sunday. And then Tampa Bay at 4 o'clock hosting Washington, the former Redskins, now the Commanders.
The Commanders, yeah. And I guess we just have to deal with that.
Well, yeah, the former Redskins. I still describe them that one.
Crumedy, the quarterback in the gun, this time takes to his direct snap, and he's on his feet, still scrambling. Boy, one of them dogs' helmets come off as he makes the tackle right around the 30-yard line.
And that's a tough run there, man. He got popped a few times, and Swanee lost the helmet, and we finally bring him down, and that was a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah,
and he's going to have to come out for a play.
Yep.
And let me guess, that's probably one of them Watson boys.
Yeah, it is.
That's Hunter. That's it.
Yeah, and he rung his bell a little bit there. He still got his helmet kind of tucked back on his head.
No, the helmet came off, and he didn't stop playing, man. No helmet or not, he's making that tackle.
Currently, the quarterback, he'll stand in the gun. Like I say, he's got backs all around him. We don't know which one they're snapping it to. Snaps off to the right back, and I think might have been Christian that took it off the right side of that big offensive front for the Cowboys.
It is hard, man. They get low. That was number 4 that time on the run, but the snap directly to him, and he stays low and just kind of creeps behind that big old offensive line for Madison County and gets a first down.
And that's kind of the strange thing about it is every one of the backs in the backfield is you don't have an upright quarterback like he's in the gun.
Yeah. Not your normal offense.
This time, Crumedy will be to the left. He'll get it. They'll do that little wing back trap, comes to the near side. Boy, they'll pick up yards, run into a pack of dogs right around the 43. They hadn't blown the whistle yet, but they finally do.
That time 14 on the carry, but he took some punishment from that Swanee defense, but still a positive play for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and that was at Sean Williams. He's had some pretty good pickups. He ran that wing back trap for 23 yards and a touchdown there in the first quarter.
Got 6 yards on that carry.
Second down, long 4 for them Cowboys. They're up to the line of scrimmage. Dogs look like we're in a 6-man front this time. Here's the snap, and they're going to throw it down the field. I was saying he saw us all at the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be a procedure call against Madison.
Just what the doggy ordered, and they'll back him up 5.
Well, we backed him up before, but they can bust a long run on any given play. So, it's a small sigh of relief, but the next play's coming, and you got to wrap them up.
Yeah, and it's not just one player you have to watch. Now, that time they were going to throw the football. They hadn't thrown it in a while.
When they do, though, they kind of catch you off guard because they suck you up. You've got to stop the run. So you've got to commit enough personnel up there, but that leaves single coverage on the receivers.
Yeah, and that last time we had about 6 on the line of scrimmage. This time we'll have 5. They got them all in tight, and here it is. Crumedy, he's going to take it off the right side, finds a little hole, cuts back across the green, across the 45, and be banged down around the 47-yard line.
And a nice bit of patience that time by the quarterback. He just kind of waited for his blocks and picks up good yardage behind them. It was 2nd and 11. Now we're going to looking at 3rd and 1, so a 10-yard pickup.
Yeah, pretty good gain by him, and he did a great job that time of picking his holes because he was patient.
He was.
Cowboys and them Dogs go nose to nose right around the 48. Here's a snap. This time a direct snap to the other back off the other side, and they'll pick up a good 8 yards and a first down.
And that happened so quick, and Swanee tries to react to it, but it's too late. First down has been achieved and then some.
And that was Rashard Miller.
Yeah, another back. And there's a timeout on the field. Swanee will use a timeout there. Are you a rodeo fan?
Well, I've been to Dallas to the Mesquite Rodeo one time in my life. I was a youngin.
That's a big rodeo.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Now, this is a big rodeo,
Yeah.
and it's right here in our backyard.
Well.
So write it down, make your plans. October 18th and 19th. This will be at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena, so even if it rains, we're going to be dry.
Yeah.
And that's a good time. I went to the deal last year and saw that bull riding. Man.
That's some tough stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, but nowadays they look like football players, man. They got helmets and padding and everything. I remember back in the day they just had, jeans and a cowboy shirt and a hat, maybe a big belt buckle, and that was it.
No, they got it all now. They've had too many of them heads stepped on by them big old bulls.
For more on the rodeo, check out SwaneeParks.com. You can get information on the rodeo, but great night of entertainment coming up in October.
Man, 3:42 to go before the half. The Dogs lead at 20-13, but them big play Madison Cowboys, they're up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10. Here's the direct snap to Richard and hold everything. A flag comes a little bit late, and that's probably going against the Cowboys.
No, going to be a legal procedure.
And they were going to throw it.
Yeah.
Now, you saw what that quarterback did. He took 2 steps to the line of scrimmage to suck us in.
Right.
If that sucks you in 2 steps, you're in trouble.
Well, and, your corner bites on that and comes up for run protection. You're right. Then you get a wide open receiver.
Yeah, and they were running deep routes down both sides of the field.
They were going for the home run, but receiver clicks them. 1st and 15 now at midfield.
Crumity in the gun. This time he'll stand up, and they'll do that. Boy, to number 14, it'll be Sean Williams. And Williams down the far sideline. He'll cross the 30 and be pushed out of bounds just inside the 25. And like I say, he's been their big playmaker on that wingback trap, and he picks up good yardage again.
Yeah. Rawson that time saved the touchdown. He's the one that shoved him out of bounds, but that was well downfield.
Yeah,
now they get all the way down to the 24.
If they get that one block on that corner, it seems like it opens up every time. We have to get great penetration for that play not to go for.
Could use another turnover.
Yes, that would be just what the doggy ordered. Swanee in a 5-man front. Cowboys up to the line of scrimmage. And that time a direct snap to one of them running backs. They'll take it right up the middle of the football field.
I think it was 13 that time that got the direct snap.
That was Gallen.
Yeah.
Well, that's usually you got Naquez Christian, Richard Miller, Davion Gallen, and that's usually the 3 running backs.
4-yard pickup down to the 20-yard line.
Need that clock to run a little faster. Shotgun formation for Crumity because he got that other back right beside him. And they'll do that wing back trap near side. They got a wide open field, the 20 to 15. He cuts back and the turf monster trips him up around the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that time the wing back on the far side. So the exchange starts, it looks like the typical running play to the back, but then he hands the ball off the running back to the wing back.
Yeah.
And the wing back comes across and nobody picked him up, but luckily he lost his footing. But still, they've got a big 1st and goal coming up, Madison County.
They do. They're knocking on the Swanee door. That dog defense needs to hunker down at the 2:46 mark here in the 2nd quarter. In the gun, this time Crumity will take it, cuts against the grain. He'll bang his way inside the 5, maybe ended up around the 3.
And he was met there by a host of Bulldogs, and one of those dogs a little slow getting up, and now he's all right. That team tackling down there inside that red zone.
Yep, Madison in the hurry up, and they're knocking on the door, and they're ready to go. We just do get set, direct snap to the up back, and he'll probably gain a yard on the play, somewhere around the 2-yard line.
Well, that's going to be 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, them dogs, we need a fumble.
They had 1st and goal at the 7, 2nd and goal at the 5, now 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, and that was another running back. That was Hodge, number 2 on that carry, on that direct snap.
Well, really closer to the 3.
Crumity there. It goes to Crumity. He finds a little crease, cuts it back to the inside, and we were trying to spin him around.
He's still moving, though.
He's going to get there because they don't never blow the whistle.
And they didn't. I thought we had him stop.
Oh, we did.
And but then forward momentum, and they end up getting into the end zone.
And then some flags come at the end of the play, but
I think that was after the fact, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to wait and see. I thought we were at a touchdown earlier, got called back. So, but right now, Madison's got 6 on the board.
See if they go for 2 here, which I thought they got that old swinging gate.
Minute 42 on the clock until halftime.
Now I'm thinking that penalty was after the play, and whether it was unsportsmanlike or whether a celebration penalty, there was some of that going on too in the end zone.
Yeah, and it's going to be a personal foul, and it's going to go against Swanee.
Swanee. Well, there's two of those we've got actually on.
And I think he went over there and asked the coach, you want it after the point after, you want it now. And so he's going to take it on the kick. And now the point after try, this is the swinging gate. Beers are going for 2.
Somebody out here, and it goes straight to Crumedy near side. The Dogs stack him up, but he fights his way, only gets to the one, and it'll be no good.
No good. 2-point try. And to explain that, now you've got the center and the quarterback isolated away from the offensive line, and you have a back behind the big offensive line. You have another back on the other side, a naked back on the other side, but they pitch the ball that the center does instead of to the quarterback. He just kind of sweeps it over behind that line and thinking they could run behind that and get the 2-point try. It was no good.
Yeah, and that was Crumedy, the quarterback, that was set up behind the line. And then the one time they went to whoever was playing quarterback behind the center and didn't work.
The good news is that that 2-point try failing leaves Swanee in the lead. Your score now 20-19. So the Dogs have a 1-point lead in this ball game, and this may come down to a 1-point thing right here. And we got the ball after that personal foul going to be teed up again at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and that's the second time that they've had the short field.
Yeah. I think the last time this happened, we ended up with a kick return for a touchdown, didn't we not?
Yeah.
But then that got called back for a penalty.
It sure did. Yeah, on that low line drive kick.
Yeah. So hold on now. You never know.
You might see an onside kick right here with 1:42 to go. I mean, if he onside kicks, it'll be down to the 30. Low line drive, same kick, and went to the same dog, number 5. Actually, this time it might have been number 2, Horn, on the far side. Boy, this time Madison does a great job and drives us out of bounds somewhere around the 17.
Yeah, that was Roslin on the return, but wasn't able to shake free that time. So 1:33 on the second quarter clock, and let's see if Swanee can get a little magic going here. Now, you want to be careful. Don't want to turn the ball over. You got a 1-point lead, and I'd be happy with that at halftime. But would always like to tack on a little bit more. We got that good kicking game, so get it down there in field goal range.
Yeah, it would be great to get some points, but even greater not to give up any points. Yeah.
You got to be careful because, a pick six or a turnover or anything can happen.
And I'm not sure how many timeouts each coach has, but
well, there's nothing showing on the scoreboard.
On the scoreboard,
right
yeah. So
it's like they've used them all up.
I'm hoping so. And I know about what I'd be doing. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Cowboys digging in on the other side in a 4-man front. Split backs in the backfield. Sykes will be in the gun. Here's the snap and handoff. We'll try to take it to the right side. A little bit of a hole opened. That time it might have been Lujak.
Yeah, it was.
Football.
And Lujak Cooks was back there with him.
Yeah.
Lujak got the carry that time. Did a nice job of making a move in the backfield, making somebody miss and getting 4 yards out of that carry.
Yeah, I thought we might have been, if you're saying there's no timeouts, content to sit on it.
Well, we seem to be, happy to just to run the ball here, and maybe we'll break one.
Split backs in the backfield, shotgun formation. Sykes will look back at the clock. Got a little bit of time. And here's the snap. Same kind of play. We'll try to kick it to the outside, to the near sideline. We'll crossbow. We'll get pushed out of bounds, but we'll get all the way up to the 29, and that should be enough for the first down.
Yeah, had to get it to the 28-yard line. So first down, Swanee. Clock stops while they move the chains. And, of course, shoved out of bounds, so the clock will remain stopped right there. And the line of scrimmage becomes the 29-yard line. Swanee at their own 29, 46 ticks left on the clock.
Yeah. We ain't talking about ticks on the Dogs' back.
No, we're talking about time left on that scoreboard until halftime.
We'll come with split receivers to either side. Ball set on the near hash. Shotgun formation. Split backs in the backfield. Boy, Madison read it and came across to fake it and come the other way, and he'll slide down at the 32.
Faked that handoff that time to Cooks and then kept it himself to the near side.
Yeah.
The quarterback run, and he slid down before he took a pop. And we got a Madison Cowboy hurt on this play. He's in the Swanee backfield right now on the ground.
Yeah, I think he came in. He was the one that went to the inside of the quarterback, actually attacking the running back, and that we faked to. And May have twisted his knee.
He did something back there. He looks like he's in pain, and the trainers come out to work on him. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we've got our player spotlight brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Logan Brooks and Delwyn Allen are our two guests. And then the Bulldog Bark with Keith Hunter brought to you by Morgan Tree and Debris. Don't miss that. Andy Day is going to be on camera.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I don't know what to say about that. Got a face for radio.
Well, we're trying to make an adjustment here.
And it was his right knee. Hey, do you know there was also a college game? Well, there's a couple of them tonight, but one that would be interesting. After the Dog game, you can still pick it up. It'll be Old Duke. That's one of them dogs that plays for Duke. Jacquez Green is taking on Northwestern somewhere after 9 o'clock.
All right. The Northwestern, I guess they're still a Big Ten team. Things have changed so much.
It's hard to keep up. It'll be all super conferences. Be 2 of them before it's all over.
Or maybe just one. I don't know what's going to happen. Crazy.
Now,
clock is running, and Swanee is just trying to let it run down.
Yeah, we're going to take a knee. I mean, we got a safety valve. I thought we were punting it away, and I said, "I ain't no way I missed something if it's 4th down."
Well, they're going to take the delay, apparently, and it's 2nd and 6 right now. And I know they want to be careful. I didn't mean be this careful. You can run the play.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, you could line up under center and just take a knee, right?
Yeah, he's going to ride it all the way until halftime and just not even take the chance. And so the teams will go to the locker rooms. We are at halftime with their score, Swanee 20 and Madison 19. Swanee football airs on rivercountrysports.com.
What if I told you that right now you can get a top-of-the-line home for the price of a starter home? Do I have your attention? Right now at Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, while inventory lasts, we have 4 Destiny homes marked down lower than you will find anywhere else. These homes are tape and textured with tile bathrooms and so much more. The price also includes delivery, setup, AC, steps, CAD, permits, and skirting. This is by far the best promotion we have run in years. Come by to see these homes Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1126 East Howard Street, Live Oak, Florida. If we're not open when you're available, call and we'll arrange a special appointment. We've been in the business since 1968 and at this location since 1986. Management is in the 3rd generation of our family, and as my papa always said, we are friends helping friends buy a home. We look forward to meeting you. Come to the Big Blue and Tan buildings or call 386-364-1340 with any questions, or for more info, that's 386-364-1340.
Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, offering a hassle-free shopping experience. Your one stop for all your manufactured home needs.
When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Swanee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Swanee Bulldog football and rivercountrysports.com.
Hey Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS Store, proud sponsors of Swanee Bulldog football on the rivercountrysports.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Time now for Player Spotlight at rivercountrysports.com. And in the spotlight tonight, I've got number 11, Logan Brooks, and number 9, Delwyn Allen. How are you guys doing?
Good. Doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Friday night, Swanee's playing. I mean, what's better than that? And talking to you guys, let me talk now. You guys are both seniors, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you've been there before.
Yes, sir.
You played these Madison County Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is this the toughest game of the year, in your opinion, in the regular season? What would you say?
Yes, sir.
No? Who's tougher than Madison?
I feel like
Columbia?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's not really like that. It just depends on who you get that week. Like, sometimes teams are better than others, so it's not like a same team every year type of thing.
You just take games 1 week at a time, and it doesn't matter who's in front of you, that they're just a problem you got to get rid of? Okay, good enough. Love to see you beat these Cowboys here tonight. Of course, you remember the game 2 years ago and how big that was, not only to the school, but the whole community. Because we're tired of hearing that smack talk. So just go out and represent. All right, let's talk about your seasons individually. I'll start with you, Logan. How do you feel you performed this year? See you playing a little defense. That's nice to see you in the backfield every once in a while, chasing the quarterback. But how would you assess your play, both sides of the ball?
Honestly, I feel like I haven't been playing to the full potential that I should be playing at, but I feel like as long as I'm helping the team get better and helping the team do what they need to do, then everything's going to work out.
Do you consider yourself a traditional tight end, or do you like flexing out a little bit more, being more of a receiver?
I feel like I'm better when I'm flexed out.
Yep.
But I'll do whatever it takes to help the team get better.
Yeah, you don't mind blocking if that's what's called for?
Yes, sir.
What about playing defense this year? You're playing a little more defense and making some plays?
Yes, sir. It's definitely been a challenge, but I'm up for the challenge, and I'm ready to
Delvin, what about you? Assess your play defensively. You've been all over the field.
Yes, sir. I feel like I just got started.
Yeah.
I feel like I had a long season.
So that's just the beginning.
Yes, sir.
All right. Where do you like lining up traditionally at a linebacker spot, or would you rather play in the line, or does it make any difference to you?
Anywhere I can make an impact.
You know we call you the dirt bell. Does that bother you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, because you're always cleaning up the mess. See, that's the idea. What is your idea of a great play? Do you get more out of an interception? Get more of a sack of the quarterback? Stopping the run? What thrills you most?
Stopping the run mostly.
Yeah, that's a challenge too. I mean, that's not always easy, but you got to be tough.
That's what I like about it.
That's what you like about it? Okay. How has practices been as far as getting ready for the season? You know, Friday nights are great. That's a fun time. But tell me about what it's taken to get to this point. All the hard work you guys have put on in the off season, the weight room, everything that you had to go through to get to these fun times on Friday night.
It's just been very tough. We try to motivate each other to strive and do better for one. We don't want to practice the LV and just have a soft day. We want to keep it going, keep it pressure up, just for the Friday nights to be a little bit more easier.
The practices are pretty tough then?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You find some players are more Friday night players, under the lights and don't want to give that full effort of practice?
Yes, sir.
You? You're not one of those guys.
Yes, sir.
Practice hard and play hard.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. How are you guys doing off the field? How is the classroom going? Are you on, track for graduation? Everything good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any teacher, anybody want to talk bad about? I was just kidding. How about anybody you want to say hello to? Might be listening. Parents, grandparents, kids, girlfriends.
I just give a shout out to all my family and friends, and thank you for everybody who's been supporting me.
All right.
Well, I want to shout out to all my parents and all of my loved ones that have always been there for me.
You guys think you're going to play football past high school? You have dreams of that?
Yes, sir.
I think it really depends for me because I play baseball too, so it's just whatever God has in store.
Would you want a scholarship for baseball or football or
Whatever I can get.
you don't care either way? All right, if you had to pick your dream school, who would it be?
My dream school is
Florida?
Yes, sir.
You feel good about him this year?
We ain't off to a hot start, but I guess Florida State ain't either, so
Yeah.
that is what it is.
I know. I'm watching the game. Those Gators kept doing that upside down U thing, which is very disrespectful. I really hate that. So for you Gator fans out there, there you go. Do the job. Sorry about that. But I wish you much success. I hope you turn that whole program around. What position you play in baseball?
I played third, first, and pitch.
All right. Are we going to be good this year?
Yes, sir.
You feel like it?
Yes, sir.
That'd be great. Coach Moran, he loves football, but I know he's itching for baseball.
He definitely brings a new level into baseball.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Dylan? What school, if you could pick any school in the country, would be your dream school?
Oregon University.
Oregon.
Yes, sir.
Is it the color thing? You like the colors?
They just play a whole different style of football that I kind of enjoy.
You know, it's way out there on the West Coast, and it's as far as you can get away from Live Oak, Florida.
That's what I want to do.
That's what you want to do? Because if Alaska had a team.
Anywhere for him.
You know, it's cold up there, too. You heard that?
I want to explore the world.
All right. Well, good luck being a Duck. I'd say this, if they see your film, they should be interested.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, keep up the hard work, man. Both of you guys are playing great football, and we expect big things out of you this year. But good luck, not only this season, but in your futures as well. Thanks for talking.
Thank you for letting us.
You've been watching Player Spotlight here on RiverCountrySports.com. Back to live action after this timeout. Keep it right here.
Oh yeah.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak. The Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 18th and 19th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, steer wrestling, breakaway roping, calf roping, and team roping. Gates open at 6. The rodeo starts at 7:30. Tickets just $10, 12 and under $5. The 4th annual Swanee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored in part by Visit Suwannee County. Friday and Saturday, October 18th and 19th. For more, visit SwaneeParks.com. The Bulldog Bark on RiverCountrySports.com is brought to you by Morgan Tree and Debris.
They can pick up a first without getting a touchdown at the 1. They give this time to Stephon Hawkins. Bounces to the outside to the 5. It's a touchdown, Swanee! That'll wake up the crowd.
Oh my, hunker down. Guess what I got on here right now? Andy Day. What's going on, Andy?
Well, I tell you, it's another night of Bulldog football. I mean, a bunch of years behind us.
Man, it just gets more exciting and more exciting every year.
Oh, it does. And looking forward to this team this year. I mean, we got some great skill players and got a good coach that's coaching them. A lot of good help on the sideline. So looking forward to a good year out of the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Let me ask you, how many years you been doing this?
Wow, my fingers and toes don't go that high, but I've been doing it since 1989.
Woo!
And I think this is my 35th year.
35th year, right. Well, it's got to be because I played in '84, and your brother Shannon was doing it then.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so, again, he quit doing it probably about 5 years. Did you guys do it together at all?
Yeah, we did. Right when I started, I actually started out with Shannon. I think I did it with him for a couple of years, and then it was me and Wayne Latrell, and then had a couple of different people in between. But it's all been fun. It's exciting.
And you still carry on the day tradition by having a day in the broadcast board.
Yeah, I still do it. Gosh, it's probably been, I want to say around, it's over 50 years, but it could be around 60. I know my dad did the games when I was in high school.
Right.
And they only had an AM station, and it was WNER. But the way we listened to them, I used to go help a boy on the farm feed the cows. We listened to the game on Saturday mornings. So it wasn't live, but it was pre-recorded.
Right.
And we got to listen to what maybe happened or didn't happen during a football game. It was pretty cool.
And I recall, you guys used to always tell me that Mr. Day would actually just make notes, and he could go back and rebroadcast the game just from the notes. I still remember that.
Yeah, no, he could do that.
Yeah.
He had a good time doing it and passed it on down to my brother Shannon, and somehow I let him hook me into it. I've been doing it ever since.
You've been doing it ever since.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's got one of the best gigs around, though. And again, to me, your name is synonymous with Bulldog football.
Well, I enjoy doing it, and I like seeing the kids, and I like to see these winning teams, and hopefully the tradition continues.
Yeah, definitely your name is synonymous with exciting plays.
Sometimes I may make them more exciting than they are. We may gain 1 yard, but I may have made it sound like we gained 20.
Well, that's what a great sportscaster does, right?
Well, I guess sometimes, yeah.
Especially in a 50-0 ball game, we're going to really need some of that excitement.
You're right, and always got to keep it exciting for the kids. And what you got to remember is that, most of the time you got the kids' parents and grandparents listening to ball games. Right. They want to hear their kids' names. Even when you get into the fourth quarter, you have different people checking in, and it's all about the kids when it comes down to it.
So you're right. Because sometimes if you just look at the starters, and then you forget about the ones that are coming in. That's just as important to them. That's your future as well.
Oh yeah, it's your future, and you want to see them get good playing time, good quality time, and that'll help them Bulldogs when they get up there to be the leaders of that team.
And speaking of future, the Bulldogs have come into the 21st century with this broadcasting and podcasting and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I can't even figure it all out yet, but Wayne Luttrell's going to teach me a little bit about it. And, it's going to be live, and people just have to tune into it and listen to it and do it like the days of old. But I think people will get used to it, and I think it'll be a lot better.
Right. Football is football, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
Some more old minds and hunker downs, right?
Yeah, hopefully there's a lot of those tonight.
Right. So let me ask you this. As far as the excitement, what is most of your excitement impromptu, or is it just you think about this stuff, or what?
Well, most of it just happens. I get excited about football. There was a time, not at my age now, but I thought I could still play. But I remember, I think what really brings it home to me is the fact that I played on this same field. It wasn't the same stadium because it was concrete bleachers, but I can remember plays that I can remember getting hurt on the 35-yard line when I was in the 10th grade.
All right, I want to thank you, Andy Day, for joining me on the Bulldog Bark. You talk about one of the greatest Bulldog personalities, the name Andy Day will automatically come up. Not only a great player from the class of 1976, but a Bulldog faithful who bleeds green and gold. I want to thank you again, Andy, for joining me on the Bulldog Bark. Now send it back to you guys for more old minds and hunker downs. This has been the Bulldog Bark. I'm Keith Hunter.